The October 22nd Coalition is the best coalition of police brutality victims and family members anywhere in the country. Every year they come out with a call to action that illustrates the magnitude of repression and cover-up and our resistance. This year's call to action is exceptional. Please take a moment to read every word of the October 22nd call to action. This is what it looks like, and I want everybody to please take one home with them. It goes on their refrigerator, and it should be a guide for the next year to figure out the scope and the magnitude of what we need to do to stop police brutality. This is a beautiful document. Can I see a show of hands for people in the crowd who have attended October 22nd demonstrations in the past, either at Freedom Corner or East Liberty Presbyterian Church? Hold them high. That's a lot of people in this crowd. A lot of people in this crowd have participated in this coalition before, and it's been a real pleasure for me to work with the Alliance of Police Accountability and the other groups to do October 22nd again this year. 16 years is a lot. Can I see, are there any hands of people here that have been involved with this coalition for longer than 5 years? Because there are a lot. I know Khalid has been, there's one. I know Khalid, and this event has a long history here in Pittsburgh. I'm a member of the Black and White Reunion. Can I see a show of hands of the people who have attended a summit against racism any time in the past? Okay, because the summit against racism, the main goal is to win justice for Johnny Gamage and to stop police brutality. They're going to fight police brutality and at the summit against racism, and it's so good that so many members of that group are here today. What is Justice for Johnny Gamage all about? The cops who beat Johnny Gamage never went to jail. What we have is a scholarship in the name of Johnny Gamage and 14 summits against racism up until now. I'm a member of the Industrial Workers of the World. My union brothers Joe Hill and Frank Little were framed for murders they did not commit, and they were executed. IWW labor union organizers all over the world are under police surveillance and being harassed by police. The struggle against police brutality is fundamental for the labor movement. I'm proud that the IWW has demanded Stephen Zappala prosecute the police who beat Jordan Miles. And we should think about the fact that it's the only labor union here in Pittsburgh that's taking a stand against police brutality. It's a big problem that your labor movement, our labor movement, doesn't take a stand against police brutality. The IWW does. The strategies we need in Pittsburgh are the same as those that we need to organize one big union in Pittsburgh, Bangladesh, and Egypt. The October 22nd Coalition is about listening to the victims of police brutalities and their families. Over the years, we've tried to maintain this focus and respond to their testimony, to make the October 22nd a coalition for victims and their families, not just to testify, but to organize. Just like every year, people are telling their stories here today, and I'm worried and I'm concerned that we don't put the testimony and present it in a way that will get some justice. I'm not alone with this concern. You're listening too. We're listening together. How are we doing with Jordan Miles' testimony? Heck, we did not need to hear his testimony. We were all witnesses, remember? Long before Jordan Miles, the Black and White Reunion was demanding police reform and the Black Political Empowerment Project. Luke Ravensall did... Mayor Ravensall has failed us in every way. Long before Jordan Miles, the Black and White Reunion was demanding police reform. Luke Ravensall did nothing, even after Jordan Miles was beaten. He ignored the Citizen Police Review Board and all of the community advocates. He's a pimp for every developer and event programmer on this planet that wants to come to Pittsburgh and violate our rights. And he goes for cheap. That he would take an iota of credit for this police accountability bill that has been passed is ridiculous. We have been asking him to do this and a lot more for too long. This is the kind of thing that happened to Jordan. The kind of thing that happened to Jordan Miles is Luke Ravensall's fault. He's accountable. It's his police department. City Council is only involved in this because the mayor is not doing his job and because they have allowed the Citizen Police Review Board to be completely castrated. These or Teresa Cale Smith do nothing except budget for public safety in the police. They have never confronted the police or made demands. They act like they're stupid. They don't want justice for Jordan Miles. They have conceded all citizen police oversight, including their own. District Attorney Stephen Zappala is a Democrat. He gets in because he runs unopposed on the Democratic ticket. It is Democrats that can get rid of Stephen Zappala. Where is the demand within the Allegheny County Democrats? There are a lot of people here who are Democrats. What the hell are you doing? Why are you even involved in politics? The progressives at the NAACP and the ACLU sat on the District Attorney's Taser Committee. That's a big problem, and you need to make sure that they're following up on all of the recommendations that they made. The vast majority of police brutality is going on outside the city of Pittsburgh. Brentwood, Swissvale, this group of organizers that put together the Empowerment Project, the Black and White Reunion, the Alliance for Police Accountability, the October 22nd Coalition, has no plan to do outreach beyond the city of Pittsburgh limits. Victims of police brutality are banging down the door asking for help, asking to be heard, asking for someone to organize with. That is what this coalition is supposed to do. Who has a plan to help stand up against police brutality in our region? We're not just going to let this go on. It is our job to make Pittsburgh #1 in the world for the protection of everyone's human rights. We have to go far beyond that. We have to make Pittsburgh a welcoming place for people all over the world. Then we have to build a civil rights bridge that extends civil rights and civil liberties and human rights that we expect to people everywhere. With this in mind, I invite you out to the 14th Annual Summit Against Racism. It'll be on January 21st, 2012 at the East Liberty Presbyterian Church. As always, on King Day, please help solicit applications for the Johnny Scholarship. It's printed on the back of this year's October 22nd call to action. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kenneth Miller.